What's up, everybody? Smooth Cosplayer here, your favorite salsa dancing cosplayer, bringing you guys another combination video. This one is going to be both a costume spotlight and a Raw Cosplay Wednesday, since today is Wednesday. This is going to be on my cosplay of Rude from Final Fantasy VII. Now, like a lot of people, Final Fantasy VII is a game that is near and dear to my heart. It is actually my first PlayStation game, also my first role-playing game. Actually, the only role-playing game I've played. I've only played the Final Fantasy series. Played Final Fantasy 7 through, played and beat Final Fantasy 7 through 10. I played 12, but never got to finishing it. I think what happened is with Final Fantasy 7 through 10, I was still in college at the time. So I think by the time I got to 12, I graduated and had less time on my hands. So I think that's why I never really finished that one. But yeah, so Final Fantasy VII, now that one is the only one that I've played and beaten numerous times. 8 through 10, I just kind of beat them and quit them basically. But Final Fantasy VII, I love the game. Now, this is one of those rare occasions where the popular character, or the most popular character in the game, is the character that I wanted to cosplay as. So Rude is not he was not my first choice to cosplay. I actually did want to cosplay Cloud. Prior to me even knowing what cosplay was, I always wanted to dress up as Cloud. Ever since the game came out, I have this affinity for large swords because of Cloud. So Cloud was my first choice, but I didn't want to dress up as Cloud unless I was able to get the Buster Sword correct. So I was trying to find Buster Swords online, and either I would find one that was too expensive for me, or I would find one that looked that resembled a Buster Sword but wasn't quite it. Like, you could tell it wasn't the exact same thing. So I was like, yeah, let's just put that on the back burner. But Cloud will happen at some point. Once I have the budget and or the means to make it myself, then I'll do my own version of Cloud. Now, next on the list, this is one that's actually going to happen, and it should have happened already. I'm just a procrastinator. That's why it hasn't happened yet. But Vincent, I always loved his dark and mysterious character. I love the color scheme. I'm a big fan of black and red. Loved his limit breaks. Loved how kind of quiet and reserved he was. So back when Final Fantasy VII came out, I'm still an introvert, but I was a whole lot more of an introvert back then. Didn't really speak unless spoken to. So I kind of fit with Vincent on that. So I actually have the plans for it. I know kind of what I want to do as far as making the props. And it's not that expensive to make as far as the whole costume is concerned. I just haven't done it yet. Other cosplay projects have kept pushing Vincent on towards the back burner for a very long time. So Vincent will happen, Cloud will happen, Vincent will probably happen before Cloud. So here came Rude. Now, Rude is another character I kind of identified with as far as the villains were concerned, because again, like I mentioned before, I was a whole lot more of an introvert back then, didn't really talk a lot, and he kind of fit, my personality back then. So, and then now, I shaved my head bald on purpose. I told myself, as soon as the hairline starts retreating a little bit, it's coming all off, so that's what happened. So, and I have, both a navy blue suit and a black suit in my closet, and I'm like, why not? It makes too much sense to do Rude. Now, Rude is one of those, y'all know me, I won't do a character of color just because they're a character of color. Like, I have to actually like the character to some extent, and I like Rude enough to justify doing the cosplay. And like I said, I got his outfit in my closet already, so why the heck not do it, So all it really takes me to do a cosplay of Rude is put suit to cleaners, clean shave my head, put my shades on, put my gloves on, and bam, I'm done. So now I wear the blue or the black suit depending on the situation, because both of them are accurate. If you look at Final Fantasy VII, the game, the Turks, the group that he's a part of, the Turks wear navy blue suits. So my navy blue suit fits with that. It's the game is actually a little bit lighter of a blue than navy, I believe, because my navy blue is blue, but it looks black if you're not like right up on it. Now, in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the sequel movie, if I said that right, the Turks wear black suits, so I can use that as well. Now, the situation determines what when I wear it. If I'm going to be by myself or if I know I'm the only Turk that's gonna show up, then I'll wear my navy blue because I really want to be accurate to what's in the game. But if I know other Turks are gonna be there, then I tend to wear black because every other Final Fantasy VII, every other Turk that I've seen cosplay in person, or if I see pictures online, they all tend to wear the black ones. So if I know other Turks are going to be there, I'll wear black so I can make sure I match with them. Same thing with big shout out to Leonhardt Cosplay, Haley out there. Big shout out to Haley. Love you, girl. She does a gender bend of Reno from Final Fantasy VII, one of the other Turks. So we had planned to do a group cosplay together, Reno and Rude. We unfortunately didn't get any official pictures just due to circumstances. We just didn't get any really good shots together. But because when we were putting it together, she was looking for a suit. Had a hard time finding a blue one, so I said, hey, if you find black, just do black. I'll do black along with it because it's easier to match that. And even if she had found a blue suit, sometimes it's hard to, you might get navy blue and somebody else gets navy blue, and for some reason it's still just a slight shade off. So it was safer to go with black. So that's how I did that. So that's really all there is to it with Rude. Like I said, it's one of the easiest cosplays I have. I don't say lazy. Y'all to check one of my past videos as to why I don't say it's a lazy cosplay. It's an easy cosplay. Like I said, all I have to do is put the suit in the cleaners, give myself a fresh shave. A fresh shave. I was thinking too far ahead. Give myself a clean shave and put my shades on. Now that's another hard part because I don't believe in buying expensive shades because I know if I sit on them or lose them, I'm gonna cry probably. But at the same time, I've realized the detriment to buying cheap shades because they keep breaking really easily. So I'm probably on my third or fourth pair of shades from a Rude cosplay. Not actually, that one just broke too. So anyway, but yeah, that's all there is to it with Rude. Now the other side of this, going into Raw Cosplay Wednesday, the bad part about it being such an easy cosplay is that you never get recognized for the character that you actually are. Only if, and shoot, sometimes not even then, only when I'm with other Final Fantasy cosplayers. I think I actually have to be with other Turks to get recognized as Rude. Because if I'm not, even with, I spoke about this in my interview with Aquarius Taught Me Cosplay. Y'all check that out. He cosplayed as Cloud, I cosplayed as Rude. Fairy Nymph cosplayed as Tifa. Our friend Sassy Sunfish on Instagram, she cosplayed as Eris. And my man Skrillin23, he dressed up as Barrett. I'm with all of them, and somebody still walks up on me and says, "Men in Black?" I'm like, no, that wasn't my outward reaction. That was my inward reaction. But I've got to the point where I know I'm not gonna get recognized as Rude, just simply because I'm really just wearing a suit and some shades. So, but I get mistaken for Men in Black all the time, even though I'm not rocking Ray-Bans. I don't have any futuristic guns on me. I don't have the neuralizer. And every time I pose for a picture, I got my dukes up like Rude does in the game. So all of that, I would think none of that says Men in Black, but because I got on a dark suit, even when I'm wearing my navy blue suit, people still think I'm Men in Black. So the other thing I get mistaken for Hitman, the character from Hitman. Now, difference there is Hitman, yeah, he does have a bald head. I think he's wearing shades, I forget. I've never played the game, but people recognize me as him. I do know that the tie is red as opposed to Rude's tie being black. So yeah, I get confused for being Hitman. And also, again, I don't have any guns on me when I'm cosplaying as Rude, but people still think I'm Hitman. Lastly, I get confused for being Agent Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch. Again, they see a black guy, dark suit, bald head, shades. Oh, that's Agent Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch. So it's really just a running joke to me by now, So it's really I just kind of laugh and roll with it. When I do get that one person who recognizes me as Rude, I give them a big hug and dap them up. I'm like, dude, thank you. You're the only person who recognized me all day. So literally like one, maybe two people all day will recognize me as Rude. So I think I'm going to just cosplay as those three characters eventually, just because people are going to call me that anyway. So at some point you will see me cosplay as a Men in Black agent. You'll see me cosplay as Hitman. You'll see me cosplay as Agent Bubbles. That'll be a good way to bring my daughter in. Maybe have her be Lilo. And I always wanted a stuffed Stitch doll, so that'll give me an excuse to do that anyway. So yeah, now as far as now, I'm very excited about the Final Fantasy VII remake. Not just because of the remake. I mean, we all of us who have played Final Fantasy VII have been waiting on a remake. Shoot, even when the PS2 came out, I was like, we got better graphics. Let's redo this thing. But now that it's coming out on PS4, so I'm just excited about that regardless. Okay, that's just gonna be a beautiful thing. Can't wait. Take my money, please. Squaresoft, take my money. But one thing that really does excite me is the fact that I saw the updated look for Rude in Final Fantasy VII, and all I'm gonna say is no one will mistake me for Men in Black again once I do that one, because instead of a navy blue suit, white shirt, black tie, his look is black suit, and the shirt, it looks black to me, but I've heard someone on a YouTube video that was kind of going over all the stuff they saw in the trailer, saying that it was like a dark purple shirt. So I don't know if I'm just colorblind or whatever, but I will figure it out. I'll figure out what color that actually is. The tie is black with a little pattern on it, got a little pocket square or whatever. Your boy looks sharp. He looks sharp like he just walked out of church, like for real. So that look there, it's going to be hard to confuse that with any of the other characters that I always get confused for. So very excited about that. I'm really excited about rocking that new look. But yeah, that's it. That's it for Costume Spotlight and Raw Cosplay Wednesday for this month. My Rude from Final Fantasy VII. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good time, whatever con you're going to next. Good luck on your cosplay builds. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that share button. And I'll see y'all at the next video. Peace.